golden light began to dapple the clouds. A brilliant orange aura sprang up in the distance ahead and cast giant shadows for the frozen warriors.
Woo!
Jari's face was suddenly pale. Purple brilliance came from the sky in fragments the size of raindrops. Rhalina's hand went to her sword. The king without a country put his haggard face in his hands, and his shoulders slumped.
What is it?
It is she. I warned you, it is she.
Xiombarg?
Corum drew his sword.
Is it Xiombarg, Norgdan?
Aye, it is she!
The ground shook. Several of the frozen warriors toppled and fell, still in the same positions.
Where does it come from? Is it in the aura? Or in the golden light? Or the purple rain? Where are you, Queen Xiombarg?
Corum brandished his sword. His mortal eye flashed his defiance.
Where are you, creature of evil?
I am everywhere. I am this realm, and this realm is Xiombarg of Chaos.
We are surely doomed.
You said she could not attack us, Jari.
I said she could not directly attack us. But see.
Over the valley now came hopping things. They hopped on several legs, and from their bodies sprouted a dozen or more tentacles. Their huge eyes rolled, their massive fangs clashed.
The Carminal of Zerd. I have encountered these before.
How did you escape them?
I was, at that time, companion to a champion who had the power to destroy them.
I too have a power.
Corum raised his hand to his eye, but Jari shook his head and grimaced.
I fear not. The Carminal of Zerd are indestructible. Both law and chaos have, in their time, taken steps to do away with them. They are fickle creatures who fight for one side or another without apparent reason. They have no souls, no true existence.
Therefore, they should not be able to harm us.
I agree that logically they should not be able to harm us, but I am afraid that they can.
About 10 of the hopping creatures were nearing their chariot, weaving between the statue-like warriors. The singing somehow made the creatures even more terrifying, while, as a counterpoint, Xiombarg's laughter continued to fill the sky.
The Carminal of Zerd always sing before they feast. Always.
Have you gone mad? Those tentacled monsters are almost upon us, and you, the companion to champions, continue to chat without apparent awareness of our danger.
When the hopping things were almost upon them, Jari raised his hands, dagger in one, sword in the other.
Queen Xiombarg! Queen Xiombarg! Who do you think you would destroy?
The Carminal of Zerd stopped suddenly, as frozen as the army which surrounded them.
I destroy a few mortals who have set themselves against me, who have caused the deaths of those I loved.
Corum turned to see the most beautiful woman who had ever existed. Her hair was dark gold with streaks of red and black. Her face was perfection, and her eyes and lips offered 1,000 times more than any woman had offered a man in the whole of history. Her body was tall and of exquisite shape, clothed in drapes of gold and orange and purple. She smiled tenderly at Jari.
Is that what I destroy? Then what do I destroy, Master Timorous?
I am called Jari Arconal now. May I introduce...
You betrayed us, Jari. Are you in league with Chaos?
He is not, sadly, in league with Chaos. But I know he rides often with those who serve law. You do not change, Timorous, basically. And I like you best as a man, I think.
And I like you best as a woman, Xiombarg.
As a woman, I must rule this realm. I know you for a sometime hero's lickspittle, Jari Timorous, and assume this handsome Vada with his strange eye and hand is a hero of sorts.
She glared suddenly at Corum.
Now I know.
Corum drew himself up.
Now I know!
Her shape began to alter. It began to flow outwards and upwards. Her face was that of a skull, then that of a bird, then that of a man, until at last it reverted to that of a beautiful woman. But now Xiombarg stood 100 feet high, and her expression was no longer tender.
Now I know!
May I, as I said, introduce Prince Corum he of the Scarlet Robe?
How dare you enter my realm, you who destroyed my brother! Even now, those still loyal to me in my brother's realm are seeking for you. But you are foolish, mortal. Ah, the ignominy! I thought a brave hero banished my brother, but now I know it was a moron! Come and all creatures, be gone! I will have a sweeter vengeance on you, Corum and on all who travel with you.
The golden light faded, the orange aura disappeared, and the purple rain ceased to fall. But Xiombarg's huge shape still flickered there in the sky.
I swear this by the cosmic balance. I will return when I have considered the form of my vengeance. I will follow you wherever you try to escape, and I will give you cause to wish that you had never encountered Lord Arioch of Chaos, and thus won the anger of his sister Xiombarg!